Hey, welcome back to Beer Geeks Beer Reviews. Today I got one that's floating around the country sparingly because it's going off the shelves just like that, man. I don't know if you've heard of this one, but bam, look at that. Stone's Fracking Wheaton Stout. Now, I don't know, I can't find too much information on this. I have seen a couple of the videos that were presented by Stone Brewery that was just the iteration of this brew and of them brewing it. But I just wanted to show you, bam, look at this, man. We're going to pop this open and get into a review. Now I like this bottle. I asked for this one specifically because we cannot get it here in Ohio. It is 13% alcohol by volume. I have yet to actually see any of the IBUs for it because I know each three for this collaboration had brought in something special. Now, for Drew Curtis, far as I heard, he was the one that brought in what is said to be pecans. I don't know. I have yet to have this, so I don't know if it's going to enhance the flavor any or if I'm going to get any out of it. And I heard Will Wheaton had brought wheat, so there's a little bit of wheat in this beer. And I heard Greg Cook, sparingly, man, he just was like, here, have my hops. But other than that, there's a big story on the background. You get this from Stone Brewery from time to time where they fill up the back with information. I mean, that's nice. I would also like a little bit of other information besides just the ABV on the other side of the bottle there. Um, I don't see anything else that needs to be described. It says ale with pecans, wheat, and rye. Hmm. We'll see if we can get any of that out of it. With 1/4 aged in bourbon barrels. Now, that is one thing that I am looking forward to. Let's go ahead and pop this open and get into this, man. I am very excited for this beer. We have smoke. Wonderful. Now, see what this beer is going to bring to the table here. Ooh, nice dark coloring. See if we can't get some kind of head off of this. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da. Ooh, here it comes. Man, that's a beautiful head. Ooh. Now, let's start off with the coloring. This is straight up out of the refrigerator, but it also has a suggestion right here. Age at cellaring temps, 55 to 13 Celsius or below. Um, I would assume that they would like you to have this a little warmer than I'm having it now, but for the sake of the review, I want to go ahead and do this at, between, my fridge temp and room temperature, kind of let it warm up as we go. But for the color, black hole. I can't see anything out of it anywhere else, man. For being a stout, this is the true color of a stout. I do like the roasted color on the head there. Look at that. Nice, tight, white bubbles, like kind of like a khaki color. Um, but the top looks more roasted than the bottom half. I mean, you got like a little bit of white around here to a khaki color, and then it kind of like goes down into like a roasted note down there, like a dark khaki. The head looks very creamy. The center is very rocky. Um, Other than that, we've covered everything there. Now for the aroma, I'm getting some bourbon notes. I'm definitely getting a big chocolate note off of this. It smells nice, smooth, and creamy just from the scents from it. I mean, you're definitely getting the bourbon there. You're definitely getting a big chocolate note. You're definitely getting a little bit of roasted. There's a sugary sweetness to it. And I'm also picking up a little bit of the alcohol from that. Oh, it just smells like a delight and a delicious beer. Let's go ahead and dip into it and see what we get. right there at the tip of the tongue. Wow, this is, I want to first off go by stating that this is nice, smooth, and creamy. This is one of the very first non-nitro stouts that I've had that is this creamy. I mean, it gives you a nice creamy mouthfeel all the way to the back end, and as it goes down your esophagus, it doesn't give you the alcohol burn, but you can tend to taste a little bit of the alcohol. So upon drinking it, you will start to feel the warming. You're definitely getting the chocolate notes. You're definitely getting the bourbon notes. You're definitely getting a little bit of the dark fruit notes, because it seems like there's like a date, raisin, fig. You're definitely getting some of the pecan flavors. I'm not really picking up too much on the rye, but it's there. I mean, you get that like little bit of a spice note to it, but you're not tasting the rye as you would in like the rye IPAs that are out there, the rye ales, whatever. Um, but it's there. I mean, this is a dessert beer nonetheless. It gives you that little bit of a roasted note to it. Hops, I don't really get any of the hops unless it's their iteration of like the earthiness. You don't get no like hoppy presence as in like a pale ale or an IPA. It's more of the earth tones. Still a delicious delight. I'm loving this. Um, Even after the more you taste on it, the more it warms up, the more the flavor is going to become more apparent, and also so will the alcohol. So with this, I would tell people, man, if you can get this anywhere on tap, one. One glass will do you good. No more than that. I don't care where you're at or who you are. Think you can actually sit out there and drink a high ABV alcoholic beverage like this. Um, I'm telling you what, this will do you in. Please drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. I tend to state this to everybody because of the sheer fact that it will be more beneficial to you and everybody else around you. But continuing on with this beer, I don't know, man. It's a hard one to describe. As with flavoring, I mean it's all there, but I cannot get over how smooth and creamy this is. If you tip it back, look at the lacing that it leaves. This is beautiful. The more I sit there and sip on it, the more the pecans are coming out. I'm getting a little bit of a spice note more now, as with like the rye, and the bourbon seems to be kicking it up a notch. So I'm pretty sure by the time I'm done with this sampling here, the bourbon will come out even more. The alcohol will become more apparent, and I believe the dark flavors and the smoothness may tend to tone down a bit. Maybe it might just be because of the chilled effect, but we'll see. With that said, here it is. My review of the Stone's Farking Wheaton W00tstout Stout. 13% alcohol by volume. Out now. Get it while you can, man. It's flying off the shelves from what I'm hearing. Pros, deuce, man. Don't drink and drive. Check me out. Bring all your friends by. Please comment and subscribe. See you on the flip side. Peace. Pros.